format, horizontal format, not the vertical format. So if the data headers are like in this format, and the data for each of the is in the same horizontal. For the product ID 101, the brand is Dell, and the product is computer. And for the product ID 104, the brand is HP, and the product is a printer. Okay, so the data is in the horizontal now. So if this kind of situation, we are going to use Hlookup functions, right? So in the questions, in the exams and the final CA or somewhere, we will not going to tell you which Hlookup function or VLOOKUP function you are going to use to get fill the data, right? Instead, you have to find it by yourself, right? So for if the data is in this structure, which lookup function is suitable, right? That is your decision. You have to take the decision. Based on that, you have to use whether HLOOKUP or VLOOKUP to fill the data. Okay. So in our case, it's already mentioned to use the HLOOKUP function, and also the data table also look in the horizontal way. So HLOOKUP is the perfect solution for this question. Okay. Again, we are just move to the Excel file. And in the Excel file, the exercise 4, this is our data table, and the given table we have to fill, right? So this is our data table, and this is our given table to fill. Okay. So simply, we just need to change only one thing for the HLOOKUP, the function name. Okay. So equal. So for now, we are going to find the product of product ID. Then we will move to the brand section, right? So first product, okay, equal, the function name is this time HLOOKUP. Simply HLOOKUP. Previously it was VLOOKUP. Okay. So for the HLOOKUP, first one obviously lookup value, right? So the lookup value is we are going to look up for the product ID 101. So we just selected the cell reference A9 and comma. Second one is the table array. So table array means we have to provide the entire data table. Just like I select, you have to select the entire table. And this is our table range, comma, row index number. So row index number, previously it's asking for the column index number, COL index number, but for the HLOOKUP, it's asking for the row because the data are in every individual row, right? So for the product, what is the row index number? Can anyone answer this? We have to
3.
get the product. Exactly. 3 is the answer because the product is in the row number 3. So we just provide 3 here. That's it. And finally, you all know what should we provide here, true or false, exact match or approximate match.
Extract me.
Exact. Yes. So it means false. Okay. So just that, close the function, just enter. If I use the fill handle to apply the same formula to all these things, the problem here is some of the values are showing NA, not applicable. What's the reason is we forgot to log our data table range. I will show you the formula, right? For this one, our data table is A1 colon E3. It means the entire table, right? But if I
You
just
have to
take a
log.
look on the second one, here it's changing to A2 E4. Like you can see the highlighted one, it is going one step down, right? So the solution is we have to log the cells. So to log the cells, just select the cells, just press F4. And now you can see all the dollar marks are applied in front of the column as well as row numbers. Now A1 and E3 is logged. So if you just use the fill handle in future, the value of
Sir, what is the
the
shortcut of the
cell
dollar
range
marks
is
in
it is F4,
Shift
function
F4?
4. No, not shift. You can directly press F4.
Okay.
Okay. So if I just use the fill handle now you see all the product are showing correctly. For 101 computer, 102 is a keyboard, and again for 101, again showing computer, right? So similarly, if I just use the same thing for the brand, again H lookup, And the first one is the lookup value. Obviously, product ID is my lookup value. And the second one is the table array, the entire table. Third one, the row index number. So this time it is brand. So brand is in the row number two, right? Row number two. Just provide two here. And again, we have to provide false to get the exact match. Make sure to lock your data table range. Just F4 and it is locked. Enter. And this is del. If I use this fill handle to fill everywhere, and this is what the output. Okay, if you want, you can check against the data table. The values will be exactly correct. Okay, so that's it. So these are the concept about the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP, and obviously there will be a question for your final exam from this part. Okay, this is very clear. And exercise number 5 also here. So as I told you, you have to do the exercise and task in each lab sheets, and you have to hand it over while it's asking to submit from you, right? So, and okay. So now we are just moving to the section 2 of lab sheet number 8. So this is our section 2. So in this section 2 also, we are going to talk about some further informative and most important things in the Excel, right? So the things we are going to learn about is sorting and filtering data using the Excel, and view options. View options mean we will talk about this one as well. I'm not going to explain these things now. Okay, view options, and the final one is called pivot tables. So these are the things we are going to explain or discuss in this section 2 of lab sheet number 8, right? So just directly jump into the task, right? In the task, the first one is freezing pans and options. So freezing pans, the wording may be look weird for you, but the concept is everyone should need this one while working with the huge set of data. Okay, so we will learn about this one with a good example. So this is my data table. This is a sample data. That's why the worksheet name I just put as sample data, right? So in this data, if you just take a look, it is having um, until J columns, and there are 21 value, exactly excluding the headers. There are 20 employee values also here. Just imagine you are working in a data set which is having thousands of rows and thousands of columns, right? So in that situation, if you just try to find a specific employee, you have to scroll top to bottom. I mean the vertical scroll, or else you have to do a horizontal scroll as well, right? So you have to scroll, slide like this, or else you have to slide like top to bottom like this. So in that situation, just imagine you forget the table headers while in the middle of the scroll. You don't know what these values are in the middle. You don't know why 37, 42. So you may think you just forget about the things. Okay. So in that you just need to scroll up, slide up to find, okay, so this is regarding the age of the employee. Sometimes you may forget what is this 3.7 is. So again, you have to scroll up to find, okay, so this is related to the performance rating, right? So to avoid this situation, what you can do is you can freeze the specific row, specific cell, or a specific column if you want. Customized freezing. You can do that one to freeze some specific part of your data that is not going to be scrolled. If even if you try to slide or even if you try to scroll, that portion is going to be sticky. That is not going to be scrolled. That's what we are calling it as freezing. Okay. So how we can do this one? How we can achieve this one? So for this case, we just imagine this is a huge data set, right? It is not that much of huge, but imagine like it is a huge data set, right? I just zoomed in like this, okay? So now just go to the view option. So in your banner here, after the review, you can find something called view. In this view option, there is a section called window section. Here, this is the window section. In the window section, here is the icon called freeze pans. If you click on this freeze pans, there are three options available, right? The first one is again freeze pans, second one is freeze top row, third one is freeze first column. Okay, so just randomly, let's say I just select a specific point here. Just imagine I just select on this cell D4, cell number D4, which is showing the column number, column job title, and the row number 4, which is related to the employee name Sahan. Okay, I just selected a specific cell now. After selecting a specific cell, I just need to select the freeze pans and again select the freeze pans. If I select the freeze pans, now you can see there is a line going through the specific selected cell. Okay, the special here is the magic is if I scroll like this, what happen is the remaining portion before my selected cell is not going to be scrolled. It is freezed. Okay. Now you can see the HR, this line number 3 and the column number C. In this area, this L-shape area is not going to be scrolled. It is freezed. Even if I scroll like vertical or else if I scroll horizontal, this portion is not going to be scrolled because it is fixed. So even if I scroll further, I can see, okay, what is the employee name? So now I can see the performance index is 4.1 for the employee Prashant, right? If I didn't freeze this thing, what happen is this portion will not be visible while scrolling because it's going to be go beyond the screen. So that is the usage of this freeze pans. If I want to unfreeze this one, just click this freeze pan again, and now you can see the unfreeze pans option. Click this one, and now you can see it's all removed. Right now, if I scroll, you can see the employee name, employee ID things are just go far beyond the display range. Okay, this is what the freeze option is, right? The first option, freeze pans. And the other one is called freeze the top row and similarly freeze the first column. Top row, first column. So just we will freeze, we are just, we don't need to select anything now for these things. We are just viewing the data now. While viewing, just click the freeze pan and select the second option called freeze top row. Now what happens is if I scroll down, the top row, my table header is now freezed. Even if I just scroll down to the 26, still I can see the table header which is saying age. So I don't need to go scroll up again to check which column it is. Okay. So this is what the freeze top row option is. So just as usual, if you want to unfreeze, select this unfreeze pane. Now it is unfreezed. Similarly, the freeze first column is going to work like that. So the first column is employee ID. This one is now freezed. If I try to scroll from left to right, this employee ID will come along with that, right? So the employee ID, I can easily see the performance rating of employee ID E106. Okay, that's what the freeze first column is. But the issue here is, it's not actually issue. The design here is like if you try to freeze in somewhere like this, not showing your table header, you are just randomly in here. So this is the data you are viewing in your screen now. So if you try to freeze the first top row now, what happen is you can't view anything further than line number 10. That is the issue, right? It means if you just apply the freeze top row at this point, you can't see anything further the row number 10. You can't scroll, right? If you try to scroll, it's going to be locked at the line number 10, right? The 9, 8, 7, or 1, whatever the rows, you can't view the data because it's locked from this point. Okay, that's the issue. And same thing going to be happen for the column lock as well. So we are not going to talk about the employee ID. We are just scroll like this. Let's say we just scroll to the department. So department is our first column at this moment, right? So in our display, in our viewing angle, so the department is our first column. So in this situation, if I just try to freeze the first column, now you can see only the department area is locked and you can't go further than the column number C, BO, column number A, you can't view those things. Okay, so that is the concept behind these freezing panes. Okay, if I just unfreeze it, I can now able to scroll through everything. So that's all about these freeze things. And in addition to that one, there is something called new window option, right? So the new window, I will tell about that one also. So just in this same view section, there's another section called window. In this window, we just learned about freeze panes, right? So the other one is we are just going to talk about this option called new window option. So what really happens is if I just click on this one, it is going to get a duplicate of, or else we can say a clone of the data, clone of the same worksheet. Okay. So just take a look of my file name. It is called sorting and filter data.xlsx, right? Excel. Okay. So this is the data. I mean the file name. If I just click on this new window again, now you can see I got a same copy or the same clone of the data with the name of something, the same name with the 2 here. And my other data table is here. This is 1. So this is 1 and so this is 2. So what's the usage? Why I need this kind of thing? Why we are going to use the new window? So it's a good valid reason as well. So when you are scrolling a large data set, as I told you, when you want to work in a two different points in a data table, in a one data table, you have to work on two different location. So in that situation, you can use this new window. You don't need to open the same file again and again in the window. I mean, in the Excel. Instead, you can use a new window to get a clone of the same data and you can work on two different places of the same data. Okay, in addition to this one, you can even arrange the data. You can even arrange the clone in a proper order, right? For that one, we are going to use this option called arrange all, right? Just click this arrange all and it's going to give a pop-up like this. Okay, so would you like to arrange tilde, horizontal, vertical, or cascade, right? So for an example, if I just give the horizontal one and just click OK, now you can see my two copies are in horizontal way, and this one is something different. Okay, but this one also showing in here. So just think, I want to change the okay, I want to change the performance rating of this employee E119 to 4.9, right? So to from the 4.9 to something called 5.0. If I just do a change on this second file, you can see the change is applying to my file 1 as well. So in my file 1, if I just try to scroll like this, here you can see the 5 is applied to my file 1 as well. So it is going to emphasize you that using this feature, you can work on two different parts of a same data in two different files without opening the same copy. If you try to open the same copy, what happen is only the specific copy going to get the changes and the other one is not going to get the changes. Okay, so that's how we are using this lookup function, I mean new window option, right? So I don't want this second one now. So if I want, I can just remove this one by close this. Okay, now just open this one, and this is my uh, original data, and still I can see the change I just made, right? I will again change it to 4.9. Okay, that's it. So this is just a simple feature which is in the Excel to help you work on huge or large data set, right? So this is something you have to know. And after that, after this free span and option, there is something we are going to talk about: sorting data and filtering data. So this is very important. Obviously, we will get some question from this portion as well: sorting, filtering, as well as pivot tables as well. Okay. So before we talk about the sorting, how we can do the sorting and filtering, we have to know what is actually sorting and what is actually filtering. There's obviously a difference between the sorting and filtering, right? So if I give you a good definition for this one, sorting. Sorting is going to organize your data with the condition you are providing. So if you are saying you have to um, organize means rearrange your data based on the alphabetical order of the employee name. So what happen is it's not going to remove any data, but it's going to change the position of the data based on the given condition. So sorting is that. That is what the sorting is. But in the other hand, we are having something called filtering. So filtering means it is going to remove some data. Actually, remove means not going to delete. It is not going to show us some data. That is filtering. So filtering means it is going to Okay, students, sorry about that one. I have a severe internet issue in this area today. I don't know what's the reason. I hope you all can hear me now. So, okay, as I said, we will start from the sorting first, right? So let's try to do a sorting of our given sample data, right? So this is our sample data. We are going to apply a specific sorting. To apply the specific sorting mechanism for your given data, you just need to go to this data option, right? The data is just available after the formulas and before the review. So this is the data tab. Just click on the data tab. And now you can see in the data tab, there is a separate section called sort and filter. Sort and filter option. So in this sort and filter option, we just need to focusing on the sort first, right? In the sort, there are A to Z sort, Z to sort. So A to Z means which is sorting your data from low to highest. And Z to A means this is going to sort your data from the highest to lowest. Okay. So just think about we are going to sort the data based on the department. Okay. So okay. So we are going to sort the data based on the department now. So for that, I just need to select the department data, right? So this is my department data. I have selected this one. After selecting this one, just select an option from here. One thing I can sort from the lowest to highest or else highest lowest. So just try to apply this one now, A, Z. So okay, continue with the current selection and so it is asking for that pop-up. You just select the second option, continue with the current selection because it's asking the data you have selected for sorting is not sufficient enough, right? But we get to sort only the department, right? That's the reason. So here you can see the data is sorted based on the department, right? So the here you can see finance is showing first, H is second, I is third, M is fourth, and S is the final one, right? So if I want to select the entire table, say if I don't want to select this specific cell column range, if I just select randomly in this chart now, I didn't select the entire, I just select a specific cell now. After this one, just click the sorting. Again, the same thing going to be happen based on the department. It's all are sorted, but you can see now the entire table is refreshed. Now you can see the employee number 105 is showing first. Obviously, only the department is sorted. The other data are remaining same. Now you can see the entire data is sorted based on the department. So the employee number E105 is showing as the first employee now, and 109 to 17 and is going in a specific order based on department, right? So F is coming in the alphabet, F is the first one, then H, then I, then M, and finally S. Okay, so that's how we are doing sorting. If I want, I can do the same sorting for the age. Now, if I just select somewhere in the age column, right, a specific cell in the age column, and just saying this time highest to lowest, it means the which employee is having the highest age will come in the top, and the youngest one will be in the bottom. Let's try to do that one. So select somewhere in this age column and select the second option, highest to lowest. And now you can see employee number 119 is the oldest employee here. He is having the age of 45. And the employee number 120 is the youngest one with the age of 22. Right? So the employees in between this range is in the descending order. So it means highest to lowest. Okay, that's what the sorting is. If I want to revert this one, just control Z and I can get the previous data again. Okay, so this is what a simple one level or single level sorting. In addition to single level sorting, in Excel there is something called advanced sorting. In the advanced sorting, there you can apply multi-level sorting as well. So let's try to do that one as well. For that, I just select my entire data table. Just select somewhere in your data. After that, Control plus A. Now your entire data, entire table is now selected, right? After selecting your entire table, just select this option called sort, not small one. Now we are going to talk about this biggest one, right? The sort. If you click on this one, now you can see you will get a pop like this. So in this pop-up, it's asking column, sort on, and the order, right? So in the column, it's asking for sort by. So it's asking to select you which column you are going to sort. Okay. I'm saying I want to sort the department, sort by the department cell value on whatever the value in the department column, right? Whatever the value in the department column, I have to sort it in the order of A to Z. A to Z means smallest to highest. Okay, smallest to highest. And now I'm saying after sorting this add level, this one, I have to select this one to add a different level. I mean, after sorting all the data based on the department, again I'm saying I want to sort the employees based on the performance rating. Just randomly I'm saying performance rating. So after doing this, then it's use a word called then by I'm saying performance rating. So based on the cell value mean whatever the value in that cell. Okay, so here you can see in the performance I have values like 4.7, 4.2 somewhere somewhat, right? So in here I'm saying not smallest to largest, I'm saying largest to smallest. So what really happened is first all the data are sorted based on the department. So A to Z, right? A to Z means first thing the IT department will come. If I'm not wrong, IT department will come. All the data of the IT department will be sorted. Then no, the first thing the HR department will come. H after H only the I is coming, right, in the way. So after HR, the IT department, likewise, it's going, right? So after that sorting by department, it is again sorting based on the performance rating. Okay. So we will show the output at the end to get some further understanding. Okay. So after performance rating, I'm saying I want to sort this by the salary. Now, after sort by the performance rating, again I am the third sorting by the salary from something largest to smallest. So whoever getting more salary will be sorted top. Okay, just click OK now. And this is the final data sorted order, right? So just confirmation we will check. Okay, so first thing we just sorted by the department, right? So E F H I F and S. So this is the ascending order uh, from smallest to largest. I mean the F, H, this is the alphabet order, right? So after that, I'm saying in the finance, there are how many employees? There are 4 employees in the finance department. In the finance department, again, I did sort based on the performance rating, right? So here you can see the performance rating also sorted based on that one. So in the finance, the top performance rating employee is Amal. So that's why Amal is in the top. And in the finance, Tarushi is the second best performance rating employee. So 4.5. Somehow we just sorted this performance rating as well. And then we just sort the employee based on the salary as well. So after the performance rating, we just did the salary. That's why the salary is also in the highest to lowest order in the finance. Similarly, in the IT also. So these are the people working in the department of IT. So in the department IT, you can see all these employees. There are 5 employees working in the IT department. So in here also, based on the performance rating, the Dinesh is serving the top rating. Then Ravi, then Suresh. After that, you can see the based on the salary, the Dinesh is serving the top salary, Ravi is serving the second most, third most, and he is having the lowest one. Okay. So this is what the multi-level sorting is. If you want to remove the sorting levels or if you want to apply some changes, again you just need to select that sort option. And here you can see initially I sort by the initially I sort by the department, then performance, then salary, right? If I want, I just need to select somewhere and I can change the order, right? Now what happened? First performance index, then department, then salary. If I just want to bring the department at the bottom, I can even select it one more. And now you can see the department is third option in the sorting. Okay. If I want, I can just delete the level as well. Let's say I don't want to do the sorting based on the salary. I can just select the salary and delete this one. Okay. Now the salary is deleted. And if I want to just arrange this again to the best order, I can just put the department on the top. And now I'm saying only based on the department and based on the rating. Just okay. Okay. The problem here is only the given selected data is sorted now because I just selected only the IT employees. That's the reason the selected data is only sorted inside our data, right? So if I want to do the sorting for the entire table, I have to select the entire table first. That's why I already told you to select your data table before doing the sorting, right? So just here, now you can see it showing the department and the performance rating. Now just click OK. Here you can see based on the department as well as the performance index, the uh, data is sorted. Okay, that's how we are working with the sorting. And after that, we have to talk about what is the filter option is, right? I just revert the data to the previous state, right? So this is the previous state. Okay, now we are going to talk about what is the filter is. So as I told you, in the sorting also, any data is not going to be deleted, right? The data are visible and the place or the position of the data is only changing. Other thing, all the data of the 20 employees are visible. But in the filter, it is not like that. The filter is going to hide some data based on our given condition. It's not going to give all the data for us now. Okay. So to do the filter, it's very simple. First thing, you have to select your data. Select the entire table. Let's say Control plus A. I have selected my entire table now. Then simply you have to select on this filter option, right? So now what happened? The filter option is toggled. Turn it on. So if you just take a look on here, all your table headers are having a drop down icon now. Now you can see the filter option is applied to your data. If I just click it again, the filter option is gone. If I click it again one more time, the filter option is coming, right? That's how we are applying the filter. Now, the interesting part here is if you just select, okay, I want to get only the IT department employee details only, right? So this is my idea. I want to filter only the employee working in the department of IT. So in that time, based on department, right, I have to filter. So go to the department and in this drop down, here you can see there is something called text filter. The text filter is showing here because the department values are all the values in the department is text. That's why it is showing text filter. So in this text filter, there are some options. Even the custom filter is there, right? If you want, you can do some customized filter. let's say we want uh, something equals. So just click this equal and saying the department is IT. You have to write the given name looks like the same on the department field, right? So IT, if you just write it in the small letters, maybe it's not going to be performed correctly, right? So make sure you are giving the exact same name here, the IT in the capital, right? Equals IT, and just click OK. Now what happened? I can only view 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 employee details are here because all these employees are only working in the department of IT in this company. Okay, so here you can see line number 2 is here, 5 is here, 11, 15, and 19. The data in between these numbers are now hidden. It's not deleted, it's actually hidden. Okay, that is what the filter is. Okay, so if I want to clear this filter logic or the filter rule, I can just simply click this option called clear. Now what happened, my previous data is showing. Okay, all my data in the previous state is I can see. Okay, so similarly, just talk about the salaries now. So department is the text value, salary is not the text value, it is number value, right? So just click on the salary drop down. Now you can see the text filter. Now you can see number filter, right? So the number filter, there are different kind of filtering options are here. Let's say greater than. So greater than, let's say I want to get the employee whose salary is greater than 100,000. It means 1 lakh. Okay. So I just provide the value here 1 lakh and just click. So only these are the employees who is having salary more than 1 lakh. So there is one employee skipped here. Employee number 4 is not here, 9 is not here, 13, 16 is not here, and 21. Okay, 16. Okay, these are the employees. Those are getting more than 100,000 salary. So other employees are not showing in our field now, data now. Okay, as usual, if you want to clear this field, you can just select the clear option. Now, all the data are reverted to the previous state now. Okay. Now there is still advanced filter option also available. Before we talk about that one, just let me know until now the sorting and filter is clear or what else? Anyone? So I consider this one as you all are very clear about these concepts. Okay, I'm just moving to the next one called advanced filtering. Okay, so this is just the basic filtering option. Now, if you want to do some advanced filtering based on some criteria means the rules, okay, the law or the rules you are going to give. So for that one, you have to write your rule somewhere in your Excel sheet, right? So you have to write your rule, and based on the given rule, you can apply to your data set and you can get the output in a separate area. Okay, we'll explain that one now. Okay, just think about, we are going to show the department based on the IT. Department is IT, and the same time salary is greater than, let's say, 150,000. So this time we are focusing on two field. One is the department and the other one is salary. So just saying, in anywhere in your Excel sheet, in anywhere, just click on a empty cell, right? Empty cell, you have to give what is the table header. So we are going to talk about two fields, right? One is the department field, the other one is salary field. So department field, you have to write department, right? Okay, department. And the other one is, what's the other field? It is salary field, right? So make sure while you are writing the field name, it is exactly look like same in the data table, right? So let's salary in the bracket I put LKR, right? So likewise, this is exactly look like same in here as well, right? Department and the salary. If you just do any small changes, spelling mistake, typo mistake, it's not going to be work. Okay, remember that one. Okay, and this is salary and this is department. In the department, I want IT department only, right? So if you want only the IT department, you have to provide the name just below the department, right? Now, the department is IT. That is correct. And the salary is 150,000 greater than, right? Greater than, for that, we can use this icon, greater than, right? Less than means this icon. Greater than and equal means greater than, equal. Less than, equal is this one. Okay. So this is basic. I hope you all know about this thing. Okay. Now we want to extract the users, the employee who are working in the department of IT, as well as salary greater than 150,000. 1,50,000, right? So this is our criteria. We just written our criteria as well. So criteria is based on the department. We have to filter the IT department employee. At the same time, they have the salary of 150,000, more than 150,000. Okay, this is our criteria. Now come to the interesting part. Okay, so for now, if you want to do some advanced filtering based on the criteria, you have to select the advanced option, this one, right? Make sure the filter option is turned on. While it is turned on, select on this advanced. It's going to ask you a small pop-up like this. First thing you have to say, what is the action? You want to filter the list in the same place or copy to another location, right? We will talk about both things now. First thing, first we will filter the data in the same place. Okay, so select this first option. And the list range means we have to provide what is our data range. So this is our complete data range, right? So in this data only we have to extract some data, right? Okay, so this is our list range. And the other one is called criteria range. So criteria range, where I just written the criteria is here, right? This is my criteria. Select from the header as well as the data, right? So this is my criteria. Criteria is now selected. And just click OK now. Okay, reference is not valid. That means just here and click OK. Okay, wait. Okay, so this is what you will get, right? So based on the department is IT and the salary is greater than 150,000. So these are the only employees who is having, the department is IT, at the same time they are having salary of more than 150,000. Okay, this is the filtered list. Not all the employee, only the filtered list. Okay, this approach is just changing your data. I mean, changing your data means it's just hiding your unwanted data and giving you the wanted data here, right? So this is one method. And we are going to do the same method. And this time we are using a separate place. Okay. So just do the same criteria. Just click the advanced and the list range is, just remove this list range and select your entire data table now. Okay. Okay. The list range is selected. Again, the criteria is also, we have to select, this is our criteria, the same criteria. But this time we are not going to use this filter the list in place. We are use copy to another location. Copy to another location. That means this data will be exist. It's not going to be changed, but the filter data will be available in a separate place. So copy to. So in this copy to, I have to select where should I copy. So from here onwards, from this cell onwards, copy the data. I'm just selecting one cell. That's enough. Just click OK. And here you can see this is our original data. This is our original data set, and this is our filtered data, because this is the A24 is the cell reference I just selected. So from here onwards, it is copying the data. Okay, the same result, but it is not modifying our existing original data, but it is showing a copy of that one here based on the given filter condition. Okay, is that clear up to now? Any doubt in this advanced filtering option? Anyone? You can even use the chat boxes. Okay, I hope you all just clear about this concept, right? Now, and this is one method. So this is about filtering the data based on the Department of IT, and it is salary is greater than 150,000, right? So there is another condition where we are going to use or condition. So this time end condition, no? End mean department IT and salary is 150. Let's say this is the end condition like this. So this is about end. And let's say about or num. Okay. So this is about or. So in the or one, the title is not required. Just for the explanation purpose, I just put like this. Okay. So in the or one, let's think about okay, region and the age. So I'm going to talk about the region field and the age field. So as usual, we just provide the field names like this. Should be exactly same like what you have typed in your data set. Okay. So the region is, let's say I want to get the region from the Eastern only. I want to get the employee from the region of Eastern only. At the same time, the age is okay, greater than 30, or else greater than 28. Okay. Now you can notice I didn't write the age in the same line, in the same row. I didn't write the age in the same row, but I just write the age one row below the region. So if I write like this, it is mean I'm going to use O condition. It is not N condition. So if I'm going to use the N condition, I have to write the department as well as salary values in the same line, right? So in here you can see, if I write it in a separate line, it is mean or condition. So this is going to give me a filter data of region is Eastern, or else if the age is greater than 28. Both conditions are acceptable here. Okay. It is not like he should be from the Eastern and he should be greater than 28. It is not like that. It is like employee should be from Eastern, or else his age is more than 28. Any region is okay. That's the explanation for this condition. Okay, so again, just go to the data. While the filter option is enabled, just select the advanced and again copy to another location, and the list range, remove that one and select your entire data now. Okay, this is my data and the criteria. So this time for the criteria, I'm going to use this one, the or one. Okay, so this is my criteria and copy to. So copy simply, I just select here and click OK. If I do like this, now you can see the region here. You can see not only Eastern, all the regions are here. The reason is their age is greater than 27, right? The age is greater than 27. Now you can see this employee age is 23, but it is available because his region is Eastern. So it is comparing both the condition. Maybe he is from Eastern, or else maybe he is greater than 27 age. Both the conditions are checking now. That's why we are getting this kind of output for this criteria. Um, any doubt? Any doubt in this uh, criteria based filtering? Anyone? Shall I move to the pivot table now?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now we are going to move to the next concept called pivot tables, right? So in the pivot tables, that is an interesting feature in Excel that use us to just a minute. Okay. It's an interesting feature in Excel that we can use to do some calculation without using any formulas, right? Sometimes we may confuse like what formula to use to generate some data, right? So in this feature, pivot table feature, we can generate some output. So we can do some calculation and everything without using a single formula. We don't need to write anything. We can just use our mouse. We can use just drag and drop option to generate some calculation, simple calculation. That is what the usage of the pivot table. Okay. So so to do some pivot table, you have to convert your data to a pivot table model, right? So you have to convert your data to a pivot table. I just removed the filtered data. Okay, this is our final data, and I can even remove the criteria as well. We don't need the criteria. Okay, just remove this one. And, that's it. Okay, so this is our only data we are having. Okay, so to convert your data into a pivot table, first thing you have to select your data set. So select means just select somewhere inside your data, any cell, and just Control plus A. Now the entire data is selected. Data set is selected now. Okay, sorry. After that, just go to the insert option. Just beside your home tab, there's a second tab called insert. So in the insert tab, the first option is tables. In this section, tables section, the first option is pivot table, right? Pivot table. So after selecting your data, just select this pivot table option. And it's going to ask you some questions like, what is the table range? So table range is, here we have already selected that one, so we don't need to worry about that. Just leave it as it is, right? So, and the other one is choose where you want the pivot report to be placed. So it's going to create a new worksheet, or we are going to use an existing worksheet. That is the question. So we don't have any existing worksheet, just we can go with the new worksheet. So it means you don't need to touch anything, just click OK. That's it. Okay. Okay. And now you will see you just got a new worksheet now with the name of sheet number 3. It is a default name. If your data is actually converted to a pivot table, this is the window you will see. Okay, so it means your data is now ready to convert as a pivot table now. Okay, so you are just directed to your sheet 3 now. Okay, in your sheet 3, our important thing is this drawer, the right side one, pivot table fields. This option, this drawer is the important thing we are going to work on with, right? So here you can see all the available table headers, all the available columns are showing here. the employee ID, name, department until the status. Every column is listed here, right? In the below, you can see there are four field. One is the filters, other one is columns, other one is rows, and the other one is values. Okay. Now the magic here is, let's think about, we are going to okay, just think a situation like we are going to check um, what is the given salary based on each department. Okay, what is the sum of the salary of the each department. Okay, so if I want, I have to, if this is a situation, I have to talk about the department, I have to talk about the salary. Okay, so for that thing, here's the department in this list, this department, right? Just click on this department, just drag that one. While clicking, just drag that one and put it in the field of row field, right? If I just leave my mouse here, now what happen is all the unique departments are automatically listed here. These are the only department that is exist: IT, finance, HR, marketing, and sales. Okay, so if I just put the department in the column field, now what happen is the same thing is now showing in the column wise, right? If I just put it in the row again, it is showing in the row wise. That's the difference between the row and the column, right? That's the difference between the row and the column. Okay, now as I put the row, now the based on the row wise, now all the different departments are showing to me. Now again, I have to talk about the salary, right? Salary of each department. So simply bring the salary again. So this is my salary LKR. If I just put the salary in the column, it is something annoying, looks like this. All the different salaries are putting in the column. If I put the salary in the row, again in the IT, these are the salaries they are giving. Finance, these are the salary. HR, these are the salaries. So I can get some what we call some very explanation view of what are the salary for different employees they are providing in the IT department. So this is what I can get. But this is not my goal. I have to get the value in the sum of the salary, right? So if I want to get the sum of the salary, I have to put this salary value into this fourth field called values field, right? If I put this one on the values field, now what happen is you can see sum of the salary. The IT field, they are giving, this is the total salary for the IT field they are giving. And for the finance, this is the total. So for the marketing, this is the total, and this is the grand total. So for all the department, as a total, they are giving this much of salary for a year or for the month. Okay. So we don't use any formulas, we didn't use any functions, anything, but we are getting some salary just using the drag and drop features. Okay. So if you want to get some more insight, more output, you can just do that one, right? So let's simply say we don't need to talk about the department and the salary. We are just talking about something else. So we need to remove this one, right? We have to remove the department. We have to remove the sum of the salary. So simply just click the department and put it outside. Put it outside from this drawer. Now it is removed. And same for sum of salary. Bring it, put it outside. Let's say this time we are going to talk about okay, about the region. Okay, just put the region. Now you can see if I put the region in the row, all the regions are showing here. So in the region, let's talk about the performance rating. Okay, just put the performance rating in the values, right? Okay, now what happened is in the central province, so in the central region, the sum of the performance rating is 18.8. South 16. But the problem is we don't need the sum of the rating, right? Why? What's the usage of the sum of the performance rating? We are not going to do anything with this data, but we can do one thing, like we can get the maximum rating or else minimum rating or else something else, right? The sum of the rating is we don't need to use that one. So if you want to convert this sum of the performance rating to something maximum or minimum or something, simply you just need to select on the values, right? This one, your sum of the performance rating. Select this one time, and here in this box you have to select this option called value field setting. Value field setting. Click this one, and in here it's selected by sum. We don't need the sum. Let's say we want the maximum rating of each province, each region. Okay, maximum number. Just click the max and click OK. Now what happened? In the central province, central region, the maximum rating is 4.9. Maybe for one employee, they are giving 4.9 rating. For the western, the maximum rating is 4.8. The least one is south. In the southern, the maximum performance rating is only 4.2. Okay, this is how we can get different kind of summary for our data without using any formula. That's the usage of the pivot table. And also you can see here we are having something called grand total. Do you think the grand total is required for the maximum performance rating? We don't need this one, right? Grand total is not required at this moment. So if you want to remove this one, the grand total and those things are automatically generated, right? We didn't do this one, it's auto generate. So if you want to remove this grand total, just select your pivot table data so anywhere, right? Like I did anywhere in the data table, and you have to direct it to the design tab in here as the last one. In the design tab, the first option is called layout, right? In the layout, you can see grand totals, this option. Click this one, and we can just off it, off by the row or else off by the column, or else only row or only column wise. Okay, so I don't want it to row or column wise, just I want to off both, right? So this is my option, off for row and column. If I click this one, now you can see the grand total is removed from the data. Okay, so this is how I'm getting some insights of my data using a pivot table without using any formulas, right? Is that clear? If it is clear, I think we can wind up this session now. There is nothing else, right? As usual, you have to do the exercises and you have to submit the exercise as well as task, right? Do not forget to do the task as well. Do the task and exercise and prepare your submissions. While it's asking, you have to immediately do the submissions in the same. Okay.
So last one, one
So
second,
if
one
there is
second. Last one,
last one means
one
pivot
second.
table. Or,
Last one.
okay.
This one.
Last one means the grand total or what else?
My phone switch off last at the time.
Oh, okay. 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 So just think about. Okay. So this is our data. So this is our data table. So we want to convert this data table into some insight, some informative data without using some formulas or equations. In that situation, we just need to select this data as control plus A, and all the data is now selected. After that, what we have to do is we have to convert this one in pivot table. So pivot table is the one we are going to use to get some insights of our data without using any formula, right? So for the pivot table, just select the data. After that, direct it to the insert tab. In the insert tab, the first option is tables. In this tables, we have to select this pivot table option. Click this one, and we don't need to do any changes to here, right? We don't need to do any changes here because the table range already selected is showing here, and the worksheet it's saying the new worksheet. Just click OK. Now you can see I am just directed to a new sheet with the name of sheet 4. This is a random name. You can change this one to your specific one. Okay, so in here, if you just go to this side, if you just go to this worksheet, now you can see in the right side, you can see all the available table headers from the employee ID, name, department, and everything is listed here. On below that, here you can see there are 4 different fields. One is filter, one is column, one is rows, and the other one is values. Okay, so let's think about a situation. We are going to talk about the department. Based on the department, we will get what is the okay. This time we are going to talk about the department and the region, right? So in each department, how many regions are there, right? Somehow like that. So for the department, we have to bring the department. Just select the department from this one without remove the hand from your mouth. Just click this one and drag this to the rows column, rows field, right? If I just click the like this, if I just put the department to the rows, there are different departments are here. All the 5 different departments are showing in the row wise means row number 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, again, if I don't do this one, I want to put this to the columns one. Now the same thing now placed in the column wise, not the row wise. Okay, so for our easiness and for our visibility, I just put it in the rows now. Okay, if I put the data in the row, now you can see all the different departments are automatically extracted. We didn't use any formula, but automatically the Excel is extracting those details and show it to us. Okay, now after that, let's say about the region, right? So again, region, I just bring the region from this list, and again I just put the region below the department. Now what happened is, in the IT department, only Western region, Eastern region, and North region employees are working. In the finance, 4 region employees are working. In the HR, 3 region employees are working. So similarly, I can get what are the region, what are the department, and all the details I can simply get without any formula, right? If I write any formula for this one, it's going to be very complex for me to get some output like this. Okay, so again, let's think about salary now. So if I just bring the salary from here and just put the salary on the value now you can see in the IT department, sum of the salary all together, they are paying salary like this value. This is the total salary they are providing for the IT department. For the Western region only, this is the value. For the Eastern only, this is the value. For the North only, this is the value. Similarly, for the finance, this is the total salary. HR, this is the total. And sales, this is the total. And I can break down it by the region as well, right? For the central region, Eastern region, and Southern, right? So these are the regional values as well. So this is how we can get some informative data from our data set without using any formulas. That is the usage of the pivot table is. Okay, so apart from that, let's think about, if we want to remove the data from these rows and values, you can just click this one and bring this outside from this drawer like this. Bring this outside and click this one, bring this outside. Now it is all clear. In some situation, just think about the department. Okay, put the department in the column now. Okay, in the department, I want to get what is the performance rating. Okay, department wise performance rating. I just put the performance rating in the value. If I want to do some calculation or something, obviously I have to put the field in the values section only, right? Otherwise you can't get some better summary of the number values. Okay, so now you can see sum of the performance rating. For the IT department, this is the total sum of the performance rating. And for the finance, this is the total. But the question here is why we need the sum of the rating. The sum is we don't need the sum, right? We may, if the maximum rating is there, it is usable. If the minimum rating is there, it is usable. If the average rating is there, it is usable. But the sum is not usable, right? So to convert this one from sum to something else, just click on the value, right? Here in the value, just click on this one and select the value field setting. So in the value field setting, let's think about selecting the average rate. Just click the average, click OK. Now this is the average rating. For the IT department, the average rating is 4.5. For the finance department, the average is 4.45. So similarly, sales is 4.41. If this is looking weird, I just put the department from the column to row. Now it's easy to readable, right? The IT department rating is 4.5, HR 4.22. Likewise, the values are here. Now the question is the grand total. This grand total, we don't need the grand total for this situation. If it is something related to money or something related to something else, we can use the grand total. But the for average rating, we don't need a grand total, right? So if you want to remove this one, right, select anywhere in your data table, right, like I did, select anywhere and go to the design tab as a last option in this ribbon. Click this design, and from this one in the layout, the second option is called grand totals. So here we will turn it off, grand total. We don't want to see this one. We want to turn it off. So just click on this one, off for rows and columns. If I click this one, what happen is the grand total is now removed from my table. Okay, that is what about this one. So if you want, you can even turn it on, right? Like this, on for rows and column, or only for the row, or only for the column wise. You can turn it on if you want, right? So in addition to that, there is something called filter. The filter is also here. So let's try to put the filter here based on the region now. So just put the region, bring the region, put it in the filter. If I just put this one here, now you can see there is an option now available to filter. It is now showing all the region. If I just click this drop down and select only the eastern, if I select the eastern, just click OK. Now you can see only the average performance rating of the eastern region. So in the eastern region, only IT, finance, and sales departments are available. And this IT department is having the rating of 4.6, and the sales is having the rating, average rating of 3.7. If I change this to eastern to something western, just click OK. In the western, there are 4 departments available: IT, finance, HR, and marketing. And these are the average performance rating of those departments. If I want, I can even select all again. If I select all, it means it is going to consider all 5 regions. Click OK. Now you can see all the 5 regions and all the 5 department average rating also showing here. So that is the use of filter. And obviously, this also going to be a question for you in the final exam. Okay. And I hope you all are clear about the concept, what we just learned about today, and anything else. So lab sheets, yes, I can provide the lab sheets, but I couldn't provide it directly to you. I have to hand it over to the program coordinator, and he will share it with you, or else Sabani sir will share the lab sheets with you. I always try to send the lab sheets as soon as possible with you, because once I complete the lab sheet, I just forward the lab sheet to the program coordinator. Based on some criteria and situation, they will post it on the required time. That's the case. Okay, I definitely going to forward this lab sheet to the program coordinator, and through him or through Sabani sir, you will get the lab sheets. I don't have the privilege to send the lab sheet directly to you. Okay.